Hello, hello.
How are you?
GM, having a good day.
Good. Happy to hear.
I got my first sale today.
Nice.
Total
You're
stranger.
gonna have another one soon. No way.
Yeah, so excited.
That's exciting. Congrats.
Thank you. So it's very exciting, having a really good day. I got to sleep last night for 8 hours. It's a beautiful day.
That's a win right there.
It totally is a win.
Happy to hear.
You have no idea.
it's the little things.
I'm telling you, it is the little things. It's like, oh, sleep. Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing. Incredible.
Got a full uninterrupted night.
I know. I feel totally high. I'm like high.
Wait, what is getting to sleep for 8 hours like? I'm not familiar.
I know, right? I know, but here I am. Like,
You're
living
especially
proof.
bad, Robot Fish Girl.
I mean, listen, I did just wake up about 2 minutes ago, but I also went to sleep about 3 hours ago. So
that's a nice nap.
This is the first time I've slept since NOC yesterday.
I saw a neuroscientist on TikTok, which is where I get all my neuroscientist news.
Yeah,
as one does.
And he said that if you are getting less than 6 hours of sleep per night, the likelihood that it is not impairing your day-to-day activity is, what did he say? It's low enough that you could round it down to 0.
Yeah. I mean, I totally believe it. I know.
Oh, I'm very impaired. I don't know if that wasn't apparent from the everything about me, but
RFG is like, that's my secret, Cap. I'm always impaired.
Always impaired. Well, we are just waiting for Cheryl, XX founder, to show up. And then we can get started. So we are going to be sort of front loading the interview with our builder today and not really going into too much of our usual, like introducing Little Sisters and Little Nouns and what we do and what we're up to. And I will say quickly, since she isn't here yet to even start the interview, so I will say a few things. So this is we are luckily co-hosting doing a combo space with Noun O'Clock, which is super exciting. This is the normal Little Sister SoapBox time, 6:30 Thursday, as always. And this is when we get together and talk to builders who are either feminine or non-binary, or doing something for feminine or non-binary people in the space. And generally speaking, we just spoken of feminine or non-binary builders because there are so many amazing, incredible builders out there doing incredible work. You can go listen to our recorded spaces and hear what that's about. We also have, as Little Sisters, we are a group within Little Nouns, and we have a funding mechanism to actually fund feminine and non-binary builders as well through proposal rounds. I see that Cheryl is here, so please request and we'll have you up. And I'll just quickly finish up that we do have a proposal round open right now. If you go to our, you go to the Little Sisters, which you can see down below, our Little Sisters fund is here. So you can just click on that and go there and find out more information about how to propose. And we are going to, there you go, there's a tweet pinned up now. And we have a proposal round open. So we're going to be funding 5 proposals at 1 ETH each. And the funding round will end on December 12th. So, or at least proposals will end on December 12th, and then we'll be making our decisions and making our announcements after that. And so we give away 5 ETH about every month or so. We run a proposal round for 3 weeks, and then we give feedback and assess and make our decisions, and then we start again. And so that is what we are up to at the Little Sisters. And I see that Cheryl is still here, but not yet a speaker. So,
by the way, Robot Fish Girl, can you make a meme, like, you know, the Drake meme? Can you make the Drake meme, like the good and bad Drake meme? One of them is listen to SBF BSing on Spaces versus listening to actual amazing builders on Spaces. Since we're currently simulcasting
Yeah, I'm on it.
versus SBF right now.
There we go. Okay. So we got Cheryl here and also as a speaker now. So we are technically ready to get
Awesome.
started.
Welcome up,
so
Cheryl. Thanks for coming.
I will do a brief introduction of Cheryl and how I met Cheryl, and I will definitely miss a ton of things that she has done and is amazing about all the things that she's done. But the things that I know that she's done is that she was in charge of the first round of Angel Labs, which was run by Meta Angels, which was an incubator for NFT projects it was basically more of like established businesses who were bringing NFTs into their business and making NFTs a part of their thing. And so that's how I found out about Cheryl and met Cheryl. And but she's also been a founder of several other companies, and she's an Ironman participant, athlete, and all around badass, and is starting her own company or like new project as well, which we are pinning up. I'm sure any moment Al's gonna pin that up. We have a tweet about it. I think it's called Play Money, and I don't want to get it wrong. And she can Play Money Labs. And so I'm really excited to hear more about that because the things that Cheryl's interested in is like social equity, funding, building businesses, starting, getting people who are generally marginalized to be able to create businesses in the same way that people who are generally favored in our so meritocratic system to start businesses and be funded. So she is really the perfect guest. So I'm so excited to have her here today. And with that, I will ask Cheryl if you're ready to unmute and say hi. We can get started.
Hey, that was such a
Hey.
sweet intro. I'm appreciating you. It made me feel good.
Oh, there's the tweet. So if you want to click on Cheryl's tweet, you can find out a little bit because there really isn't much else out there about this. She's spilling the tea today. And I'm so excited to be the place where that is happening. And we're the first to find out more about your project. So yes, I'm so excited to have you here. So I'm just going to be quiet now.
I love it. Yeah, don't overplay how much tea I'm spilling. We are.
Oh,
Did we lose you?
yeah, I think you're rugging a little bit. I don't know if you can hear us.
Oh no.
Oh no.
90% of all Squarespace's issues can be solved by going out and coming back in. So try that maybe.
Echo.
I heard you there for a second. Okay, let me invite you to speak again.
Yeah, now I just see it loading on connecting here. I'm not getting rugged, am I?
No, I hear you.
Nope.
No.
Oh, there she is. She's back.
I'll try to pull her up again. Oh, Twitter.
Elon, fix it. Yay! Cheryl's back.
Oh, phew, I'm back. I'm
But I
sorry
can
about
hear
that.
Oh, there you are! Yay!
Nice. No worries.
All right, where were we?
Okay, so we basically almost didn't hear anything you said.
Cool. It wasn't really that important.
I'm not sure how much you did say. You said there isn't much tea, and then we basically
okay.
lost you.
Great. I'm glad I left on that. No, it isn't. There isn't all that much tea just because we're so early. But you nailed it right. Should I just introduce myself and give a little of my background? Is that what would be helpful?
Yes,
all right.
please.
So I am. I'm a Web 1 gal. I'm a proud Gen Xer. Know the .com boom and bust from the sock puppet days. I was a concept to launch product expert in Silicon Valley in the early part of my career. In the middle part of my career, I was a startup founder. My first company was a consumer electronics company. It was a sports watch for women because I was a triathlete. We were the biggest female adjacent product on Kickstarter back in the day. Raised like a $500,000 on Kickstarter and had this amazing community, right? That was like the first Kickstarter was great. It was the first form of community capital, right? And I had this amazing actively involved community that helped us develop the product, that helped us spread the word, that helped us drive new sales. It was amazing, except for the fact that you actually can't develop complex consumer electronics from scratch for $500,000, right? Like, no,
No,
right?
no, you cannot. You absolutely cannot.
So we hustled. We raised some angel money. We raised some like small fund VC money, and because I just had the most amazing team in the world, and again this amazing community of athletes, we ended up shipping a product, and in the scheme of Kickstarter things, like was only a year late. So like that's not terrible. And we were the #1 rated fitness wearable on Amazon for a season, which was phenomenal. But I don't. But like,
Amazing.
if you just
Amazing.
scrimp and save to get enough money to ship a consumer electronics product, like you really don't have a chance of competing in channel with Garmin and Nike. And apparently, I have lived my life as a cautionary tale, so I had to learn that one myself. No one could tell me that. I just had to learn it myself. But we had an amazing run, and there was something about the power of community capital and really developing a product alongside a community and having them actively involved that that floats my boat. How about that?
For
Right?
real. For real. It's perfect for you. Web3 is so perfect for you. It really is so perfect for you. And I just also have to give you your flowers as a person who has made an actual physical thing in the world, which I apparently also cannot keep myself from doing, even though I joined NFT, so I wouldn't have to.
There's something amazing about it.
There's something about making stuff. I just have to give you your flowers.
I love it. I love it. So my second startup, it was not in the consumer electronics space. I was like, oh, that was really hard. But I made consumer electronics work. What can I do that's harder than that? So my second startup was in the healthcare space. I had like the idealist, maybe some of us in Web3 are like this, the idealist I am. I read this case study about this really innovative company doing something completely different with their benefits plan that was so impactful that their employees got healthier, they kept more money in their pocket, and the company saved so much money that they started building free preschools in the neighborhood that their communities worked in because they saved so much money by running their health benefits differently. And I was like, oh, that's the most amazing story in the world. Let's do that. Let's build that into a platform so any employer can do it themselves. So we did. So I started a health insurance company that did a whole bunch of things really differently. We had a tremendous run. For that company, I raised outside VC capital, close to $20 million. We signed up, our customers were just these amazing companies. I had 3 steel mills. I had, 4 school districts. I had a company that installed HVAC systems in. I had one that created wood veneer. So it was all like industrial Midwest clients. And
I have to tell you too, like what a testament to what you were building, because it doesn't sound like it was a run-of-the-mill thing that people would be like necessarily easily understanding and going like, but you were getting Midwest industrial clients to like switch over to a new paradigm.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
Thank you for that. It was amazing. It was hard. It was fun.
I know Midwestern men. I know Midwestern men and industrial whatever. I know a lot.
Yep.
So I'm like, wow.
I spent a good 3 years of my life doing a circuit every week between Indianapolis, Detroit, and Pittsburgh. And like once a month, I'd get to go down to St. Louis. And that was my life. But we were impacting lives of employees. Our customers loved us. We were growing at 300% year over year. Like 2 years after we launched, we were at 10 million in annual recurring revenue. So we had a real business there, and it was exciting. And then you know what happened? We had a global pandemic, and you know what people don't do in a pandemic? they don't switch health plans anymore. So that was a little rough for a few years. Just put it at that. I know there's a lot of startup founders dealing with, the bear market on the Web3 side now, the downturn in tech on the, the VC funded company side. So I'm feeling for everyone right now, because I know that ugly feeling when you have to make some really tough choices in your business. But on the plus side, we sold that business a year and a half ago, and I've been playing around in Web3, trying to figure out what I'm going to do next.
I have to tell you, like, I'm looking at the clock and I want to have you back another day, because I can already tell that, like, I would love to talk to you for so long, and we have such a short and condensed space.
So we're
today.
almost out of time.
But it's 7:10. I was told 7:10 is kind of our hard stop for the interview portion. But I would love to hear. So of all the questions that I sent you, if we're just going to kind of try to condense it, I would love to hear, like, what was your journey into Web3 and how did that kind of happen from healthcare? And then since you were speaking so much about the community around your Kickstarter, and what's your favorite part of the community aspect of Web3? I feel like we can kind of get into those two questions, and
I love
we'll
it.
see.
Yeah. No, I mean, once I sold my company, I had some time on my hands figuring out what I was going to do next. And I think that Web3 was it was just this amazing, I mean, the reason everyone's here. It was this amazing learning space. It was new technology that sat at the, it's fintech related. And my healthcare company was fintech related. We had a huge fintech component. And it was community based. And I'm a Kickstarter OG. So I just started digging in and reading everything and learning everything. And I'm a try everything once kind of gal. That's how I learn best, and maybe a lot of trial and error. So I trialed and errored everything in Web3, moving coins, doing DeFi, doing NFTs, joining some communities, figuring out Discord, like all of those early things. But I didn't know where I was.
You're just such a nuts and bolts kind of person. I can totally see that.
You know what? A nuts and bolts kind of person is a really favorable way to describe me. I would say more trial and error, and lots of errors in that trial. But thank you for that. I'll go with nuts and bolts all day. But then I got this really awesome break. The ladies from Meta Angels had just launched their project, and decided they wanted to start an accelerator. And I have
loved them
right?
so much.
They're fantastic.
I love Meta Angels. Love Meta Angels. Love Allie and Alex. I just think they're so brilliant and so kind and so energized, and just really, I mean, honest to God, Web3 is so lucky to have them. They could do anything, and this is where they are. We're lucky.
I would absolutely agree with that. I was double lucky because I have known Allie for like about 10 years. So when they thought of this idea, I was the first person they tapped, and they're like, hey, do you want to lead this accelerator? And at that point, I had done 2 seasons with this new Techstars accelerator that takes 20 female founders each quarter in a different city. So I was in an accelerator mindset, and I was like, oh yeah, let me try to run at those myself. That'd be awesome. So that was my big Web3 break. I got to go deep in the space and put a point of view on the space, but also ground that in what I knew really well, which is here's how to build a business from scratch, and a business that makes revenue, and a business that's sustainable. So I got to sort of mix my 2 worlds together for a season.
For real, because you really just are such a builder at heart, and also you're just so like kind and really great at giving feedback from my own perspective, and having gotten feedback from you. Like, I just see you as somebody who's such a collaborator, somebody who's so good at helping people, and also all the ins and outs, and you're also so like in there, like I said, nuts and bolts, like you're in there actually building stuff too. And I love how you're just like so willing to be like, oh, I haven't done this before, but I'm going to do it. and to just be like, I'm just going to get in there and understand it and do it. And I think that's just it's such a required mindset, honestly, to be in tech. And I will say, I will dox myself the tiniest bit and say that Cheryl and I actually worked at Yahoo together at the same time, though we didn't know each other, because I'm Web 1 as well.
I remember when we talked about that. Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm always in awe of everyone in the nouns and the little nouns community, because that's building, like that's real building. I always feel like, oh my gosh, I wish I could focus that much to do a little bit more. Like my co-conspirator on the new thing knows that I'm obsessed with all things nouns.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. We do love our builders and being the builders, and I find it to be such a great community because everybody here is just interested in making stuff, and that's all I'm interested in, really.
Yep.
So I just want to make stuff day in, day out. So it's a great place for people like us to be. I had asked you what your favorite part of the community aspect of Web3 is, but I definitely want to have time to talk about your new thing. So like,
it's a little bit about
maybe if those things go together, or even if they don't, like, just tell us about your new thing and then talk about community or whatever.
Oh yeah. So let's talk about community. My favorite thing about community and Web3 is not Discord. I won't touch it. I actually won't touch it. There's community.
Nouns doesn't even have a Discord anymore, so you're in the right place.
I know, it's so good. I mean, there's a few communities I would love to be a little more involved in, and I just can't. And at a certain age and a certain time of life, you know your limits. I was like, nope, can't do that.
Yeah.
What I'm loving lately, I'm going to tell you, I am loving Farcaster, because every day you see someone in the community building off of the Farcaster protocol. So you're like in the space, communicating and sharing information and learning from people as they're building tools around the tool you're in. And it's a little bit meta, a little bit recursive, but you feel the ground under you, and it's so cool. It's super energizing.
It does sound really cool. I need to check it out, because I feel like, and somebody could jump in if they know the answer to this, like Toady or Al or Sam or somebody who's up here as a speaker, Robot Fish Girl. Like, isn't Farcaster somehow related to nouns, or like the person who's making Farcaster is like, I don't know, knows something?
So they're
Kinda.
not really related, except for that there's quite a few early noun owners who were involved, like early on, getting on the platform and just using it. And then they did release a couple features for nouns. Like, for example, if you put the noggles, the NounsDAO noggles in your tweet or in your Farcaster cast rather, then it'll give you a little button. Instead of like liking the cast, you can like noggle the cast, just little things like that.
Oh my God. Okay, that's reason enough, honestly, for me to go check it out. So Cheryl, thank you for giving me the nudge that I finally needed to like get me over to Farcaster.
By the way, if you're looking for an invite, you need to DM at DWR. He's the founder of Farcaster, and mention nouns in your message, and he'll work his way through the queue, but get to you there and get you added, because it is alpha only right now.
Not even mention nouns, like just have your message be nouns.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean.
Nouns.
Mention nouns. Just
that's it.
What are you mentioning? Okay. Just nouns.
I don't want to talk too much about Farcaster because we don't have enough time, but I want to hear from Cheryl.
But you know what, Tony, you brought up the little, like, instead of clicking the heart button, you get to click the noggle button. And it's that, honestly, that's one of my favorite things about Web3. We've made everything fun. Like, everything doesn't have to be so damn serious all the time. Even back in my watch days, the most popular feature on my watch, and it was pretty damn amazing, the most popular feature was at the end of your workout, you got this random message. That was, like, we had like hundreds of messages in there, but like stuff like eat pie, or, you're the best, or, rock on, or badassery, or like one of them said meow. Everyone loved meow. But it was true. It's like unexpected delight.
Yes, surprising
and we
delight.
Need more of that. Exactly. So that sort of ties into my new thing. And my co-conspirator is here, and I'm sure she's taking notes on what I say, because we're so early. We don't have that pithy little one-liner for it yet. Yeah. But we are. So over the last year, I've worked with hundreds of founders I've talked to hundreds of early stage investors, both in the traditional angel investing sense and in the Web3 space. And I'm seeing what's going on with venture capital. And I come from the class of population, the 50% of the population that has never been able to access more than 2% of early stage capital.
Who could that be?
I know, man. We're a niche
Oh, we have
market,
5 minutes now.
whatever.
We got 5 minutes.
So we are looking at if you redesigned angel capital as its own asset class to meet the real needs of angel investors and the real needs of founders, what would that look like? And that's the prompt we're starting with. I'm not going to say much more than that, except to say we are bringing our favorite things about Web3 into the space. A lot of fun, some memes, some smack, and the back end is all blockchain technology, and the stuff we're doing you could not do without blockchain technology.
That is
but we're doing it for the normies, right? I mean, there's just not that many Web3 people, but there's a whole lot of people that should be angel investing. And so it's I think maybe it's a first step on a longer path to just green pill the normies and take the best things about our space and bring it to them in a way they can digest, and maybe without calling them normies and stuff like that and saying noggles too much and all those things. But that's where we're going. We want to reinvent early stage capital to get more founders funded and get more people like us, creating their own generational wealth. And maybe not having to put that money into, Fortune 500 companies with old white CEOs that fly around on corporate jets and build pipelines or stuff like that.
So tiny ambitions. Tiny
ambitions. I know, but we're having some fun along the way. Our new site's up at playmoneystudios.xyz. We have a little snarky NFT drop, and
I love your NFT drop. If you guys have not, you should pick up a free mint.
Who was your favorite?
Well,
who's your golden boy?
They're all so good. But I think, did I mint 1 or 2? I can't remember if I minted 1 or 2. I should have just minted all of them, honestly. But it's just like you look through and you're just like, how? I mean, whatever. You can't say that. You can't say why. This is the point where I'm just like, watch my mouth, because it's just like we are not on a private call, so I will just say, like,
that's fair.
It's not.
I will tell you. Well, so SBF was the most popular to be minted.
Sure.
The second most popular was the one that's not a billionaire. I'll just leave it at that, and everyone can go figure out for themselves. How about that?
Okay. Not a billionaire or no longer a billionaire? I don't know.
Oh, never even thought they were a billionaire. How about that?
Okay. Well, anybody who hasn't, you can click through the pin tweet, and there is free mint at Meritocracy, the Meritocracy drop, the free mint. We have all kinds of people with generational wealth already there, so you know how it goes.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I am so excited to see what you do next. I am so excited to see you. I have no doubt that you and your team, your co-conspirators, and all the people that you will put around you will actually make this difference. You will shift it. You'll shift a paradigm, and you'll make a new thing happen. I have no doubt whatsoever. And I am super excited to see that happen.
In that process, I'm going to lean on this community, because what we do every day is we're like, okay, there's certain structural things we need to figure out, but we are always going, and how do we build on some of the nouns protocols here? How do we put more of that into this environment? So I'm going to lean on this community to help us do that, because it's hard to merge both of those worlds sometimes. Yeah,
it definitely is. But you are talking about funding essentially builders, right? So like, there is so much to learn from a community that has been able to rally around them so many builders. And I would say I wanted to ask you one more question while we still have the time. And just this is from my list of questions, but I feel like it's so relevant. It's like, what makes you feel supported as a builder, and a creative person who is creating things, who is building, and what makes you feel supported? What makes you sort of drawn to nouns because of that, or drawn to, what you hope to give your clients, I guess you call them.
Oh yeah. I just love a group of people around me there to ask questions and who make it safe to fail and try things. And that can have sort of a fun, lighthearted attitude about it. Like, good God, don't take yourself too seriously. And I don't have to say that with a group like this. Everyone's got noggles on. So
Seriously,
that's what makes me feel supported, right? Where you can just experiment in public and be brave.
that's amazing. Yes. I mean, I remember sometimes when you say that, like, be lighthearted, and like I remember there was time at Yahoo and I was managing a team, and we were working on the front page, and people were like, "Oh my God, it's so serious, so important." I was like, "There's no such thing as a pixel emergency. Like, there just isn't. Nobody dies. You're not a doctor.
Nope. That's the truth.
You're fine."
That is the truth.
And here you are in Web3, right? And we can be lighthearted.
Yep.
I
would say
see.
if there's a real builder out there, right? Like hands on keyboard real builder that's sort of fired up about where we're going directional wise, I would love to chat, because we need probably one more co-conspirator to get some of the early stuff out there, some of the harder early stuff out there.
Hi, Cheryl. My name's Lil Skirt, and I'm really interested in what you're working on. I've just been listening in the background, and your VC model here. So I'm actually a startup founder myself, and you're talking about a massive paradigm shift in like the abundance mindset and funding. I'm a formerly incarcerated startup founder here in Alaska, and I'm trying to launch my business, which is going to be an on-demand labor marketplace for formerly incarcerated people. And I'm having that exact problem. And so I'm like extremely interested in following up and talking to you about sort of the structural issues in traditional VC and just how this model itself could be such a great opportunity for marginalized and underrepresented, startup founders to have an opportunity to access the funding that they need to chase the dreams that they want to chase. Yeah, that's my 2 cents. I'm going to follow up though. Thank you so much.
I hope you do. I love it. We're where the alpha sits, right? It's all of us where the upside sits.
That is so awesome. Thank you for speaking up. I'm really glad that you came up and said something. And I encourage everyone who's not already up here as a speaker to follow up with Cheryl if what she's talking about is of interest to you. Definitely follow her. Follow any accounts that she starts up about the new business, and really just watch what she's doing, because honestly, you won't be sorry. If nothing else, you'll be entertained, right?
Yes, exactly. Entertainment. Cautionary tale. I'm bound to do something dumb that'll make you giggle and feel better about yourself.
I
see that the host is about to jump in.
Yeah, quick interjection. I actually do have good news. The guest that we had for Noun O'Clock actually canceled last minute. I don't think they have like good reception or something. So we're good to run through Noun O'Clock. Say that again, Sam?
Curses.
Oh no, curses.
So we're not in as pressing of a rush. You still got time here.
Oh, awesome. Yay. Okay, so what does that mean? When is Noun O'Clock actually happening right now? Today?
So there's still
the auction.
Oh, go ahead, Sam.
Oh yeah, okay. Sorry. The auction ends in 17 minutes. So at 7:21, we'll start FOMO. We typically like to do like a 5-minute lead-in. So maybe 7:15. It gives you 11-12 minutes or so.
Okay, awesome.
And then we could have you chit chat with us some more after FOMO.
Yeah. There may be a bid with 2 minutes left. We'll see.
Yeah, hopefully there's another bid and it's well under 30. So,
If there is not a bid with 2 minutes left, then something is wrong.
Right? Yeah, no, it's low.
We'll see.
Great conversation.
Well, okay, so we have a few minutes now and potentially a few minutes later. Okay, so awesome. Unless you have something you want to say, Cheryl, that you are thinking about, I'll ask you another question.
Ask questions from you,
I'm
from
going to ask you
anyone.
questions.
Yeah. Go
Okay,
for it.
so let me see. Well, there's one I usually like to leave to the end, and maybe this is the end, so who knows? But what is one thing you would tell yourself now if you could go back in time to like the beginning? And it really is up to you to decide what is the beginning. You can go back to any time prior you in your life and say, like, knowing what you know now, what would you tell that you then?
I'm sort of in I'm in the no fucks to give years. So like maybe nothing. Like, right, nothing that would change my journey, because my journey is my unique journey and it got me to where I was. And there's no real goal in woulda, coulda, shoulda. And I'm blessed to have a amazing spouse and 4 wonderful kids. So I don't know if there's anything I would, yeah, even if I would go back and said, some of the stuff when I was younger, oh gosh, like you said, Pixel, there's no Pixel emergencies. None of this really matters. Let it go. I'm here where I am because of how I did it. So
Yeah.
I'd say that.
What an awesome answer.
Right. Nothing changed thing.
That's amazing.
And that doesn't mean things were great. Let's be clear. But
yeah.
I fucked up a lot.
Yeah, but I mean,
I love
that you're so resolved about it too. You're just like, yeah, I needed to do that. That's what I needed to do. That's how I got where I am. So, maybe don't worry so much. That's
what it is.
Don't feel bad. Just get through it. That's awesome. I'll ask you another question since we have a tiny bit of time still. So what would you say is like the thing that really makes you feel supported as a builder? Oh, I think I did ask you this, right?
You did ask me that one. Yeah, it was a good question.
Already. You answered me this one already. And I'm like, oh, wait, but you did. So what would you say is your biggest motivator? I mean, like, what drives you to keep doing this? Is it like, I don't want to put words in your mouth, so I'm just not saying anything.
The damn patriarchy and extractive capitalism. I mean, I'm going to sound like a communist socialist here, but yeah.
I was going to say curiosity, but I like your answer better.
Oh yeah, curiosity or helping others or a whiskey I drink every day at 4:30. No, it's the patriarchy.
Yeah.
Keep me on my toes.
Yeah.
The whiskey probably helps, but
I'm a whiskey fan. So
I
don't know if that was the answer you were expecting, but I think that, I've got a lot of energy too, right? So
I think like it is such a great answer because honestly, it's almost like a well that never runs dry. Like, let's hope that we can dry it up a little bit, right? But for now, it's kind of like, if that's what motivates you, it's like you can find motivation. Just look around.
It's true. And like, here's how I look, right? Like, especially, as a startup founder and one that has raised a lot of VC and that has exited and done all this stuff, there's plenty of people way more quote unquote successful than me, but there's a finite number of people like me. And so if I can save someone else coming up a little bit of the pain I went through by sharing some experience or trying to change the system a little bit, then that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it is true.
That's pretty awesome.
It is true. And it really is like, one of the questions that we ask in the space that I almost always get to ask, and I'm like watching the clock so closely, but like, one of the questions I usually ask is like, what are some things that you attribute to your success? And when you just said like, there are other people who are more successful than me, but it's like, you could say that like on whatever measures, but the people that we have here that are speaking, they are successful. Like, I think it's, and what would you attribute like your success?
I will say curiosity there. And like, dude, I have more courage than sense. I just don't quit, right? Like, I just don't quit. I can handle a lot of pain. Maybe I have to get smarter about when to quit, but I'm resilient. That is what I'm resilient and I'm curious and
I don't
actually have a lot of ego either.
But you do have what you do have, and what I think is so important, and what I do think is rare, is that like this sort of unshakable faith in yourself. And I don't mean like, oh, I'm so great kind of faith in yourself, but a faith in yourself that like you'll figure it out. Like you just have a faith in yourself that you can do things, that you, whether just you have a resolve.
That's a good observation. Thank you for that. I'm going to take that as a compliment, and I'm going to thank you for that. And it's also a great observation, because I think you are right.
Yeah. That's one of the things that I've noticed about builders that I feel a connection with, is that they just kind of, against all odds, think they can just do stuff, whether they've done it before or not, whether there seems like a good reason for that or not. And then they just do, because they do. Because that's really what you need to do, is just do stuff. Like if you keep doing it, like you said, you make mistakes, but you move forward.
Yep. And which is why this community is so great, because it's a community of doers that you can identify wherever they are, because they're wearing some glasses. Which I love.
There we are. Okay. So I'm going to ask you one more question.
Okay.
And that is, so what do you think, how do you think it is that the kind of builders that you're trying to fund and bring into the space, like what would that do? How would that change the space by having those kinds of people funded?
Oh my gosh. Like, we can't even imagine how much it would change the space, because it's so profound. You would solve just a whole different set of problems. You would solve them from a completely different point of view. I mean, can you just like close your eyes for a minute? Like, maybe not everyone won't be able to do this, but at least for for anyone on the call that's, maybe not the normative that society is built around. What if the normative in society just saw the world the way you did? Oh my gosh, she would just change a million things. I think we will see more innovation. I think it was interesting. One of the things that struck me, like, remember a few months ago when the REI guy, or the Patagonia guy, donated his whole company to charity and put it in a trust, and everyone was like, oh my God, that's amazing. Everyone should do that. Maybe if a more diverse set of builders got the little bit of capital they needed to take the little bit of risk to solve a new set of problems, a new set of ways, that wouldn't be so unusual when that happened. That would be the normative.
Right.
I think it's that fundamental. I think it's a chance to just return us all to what we love the most as humans, perhaps.
It's a
little idealistic, but
a little bit.
But why not? Like, what are you going to be, right?
I mean, honestly, I just got so inspired while you were talking, and I really was thinking about it, and I was like, wow, it's just like a completely different perspective on what generational wealth is, and what does that mean, and who is the generation.
Yep. And talk about what wealth means. There's a huge, there's a huge part of it that's financial, but like my favorite thing is like, in the Kevin Milwaukee's Green Pill book, the 8 different kinds of wealth. That's the world we could live in, right? Like, take care of financial wealth, but also the wealth of knowledge, the wealth of community. It's actually one of the insights that came out of talking to nearly 100 angel investors. Guess what? Financial return is not their biggest concern most of the time, or their biggest motivation most of the time.
Right? Not always. Because
who would have saw that coming?
Yeah, because sometimes people that have money, they feel like they have money, and they just don't care about having more money. Some people.
Nah, it wasn't that, right? It wasn't the super rich folks. It was people that even weren't that rich, but they're like, hey, I'm angel investing instead of putting my money in public markets because I want to achieve these things. And yes, there's a little bit of privilege, because if it all goes to zero, they're not going to be on the street. Right. But that doesn't mean they don't need a return, because that return helps the money be regenerative.
Right.
And that's like I'm fixated on this thought of making community capital regenerative. Because eventually we hit the wall, right? There's only so many crypto millionaires and tech company millionaires to fund everything.
Right.
But if all of our money can be regenerative, interesting.
Very interesting.
So
I'm
I don't know
so
if that
glad
answers
we
your
have
question,
you.
but we're at o'clock, so I think I'm getting pulled. I'm done, aren't I?
For now.
Yeah, I
We
think
can-
we're
we
about
can
to
always
start switching
play
gears
off.
here.
We can play off like we do in the Oscars. I'm kidding.
Oh, I love
we have
that.
a
Yes,
song.
please.
Oh, okay. Here we go. We'll just do the slow turn up. It's.
No.
Oh no, my computer sounds off too.
Oh
Isn't that great?
no! I was gonna say like Noun Square has the best like production, like all these sound effects and like music and all the things that like sometimes we have, but sometimes we don't.
Oh, we were playing you off. It was a slow burn. I'm just kidding. Hey, we super appreciate you guys coming on as you always do every week, and we hope that you stick around after we play a little FOMO and a little NOMO. We'd really like you guys to play with us, and then we can pick up the conversation afterwards.
Awesome, sounds fun.
Hell yeah.
Everybody that's out in the audience, welcome tonight. We're here for Noun O'Clock at the Noun Square. We're looking at the end of the auction. Noun number 528. Current bid is 27 ETH. We got 5 minutes and 8 seconds left. I hope everyone is having a good week. It's good to see everyone. We know you could be anywhere else with maybe 38,000 listeners talking to some crazy thief. But no, you're here with us, and we appreciate it. How's everybody doing?
Good. Glad to get away from listening to that thief. It's so bad. It's awful to listen to. I don't know if anyone else was listening, but holy shit. They're not even asking.
No, we were here having a good time.
They're not even asking them real questions. It's like softball, so it's a waste of time.
Yeah, everything I'm seeing seems pretty soft. They're letting the guy get off real easy.
I thought you were talking about our guests for like half a second there. I was like, what the fuck?
We were, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, me too. The guest did too.
I was like, damn.
We will attack guests if we have to.
Wait, you're not in the Bahamas, are you, Pixel?
What's that?
You don't have to answer. I said you're not in the Bahamas right now, are you?
Oh, not right now.
Okay,
Not right
all right. Then you're off the hook.
No, I'm in Puerto Rico.
Oh, Puerto
Just
Rico's
kidding.
very nice.
I'm not in Puerto Rico
Oh.
either. But we should all move to Puerto Rico for tax reasons. Just saying.
Singapore has better.
NFA.
Yeah,
Not unless
Singapore
if you're an American citizen, you should look into Puerto Rico. Just saying.
Yeah, I don't know.
You guys are terrible.
It depends where. I've got a bunch of friends down there. I also have a bunch of friends that moved there, and now they're really sad. They were like, well, it didn't work out the way we thought it was going to. It doesn't count for the stuff that we made this last year. And I was like, should have done your research. Your research. Yep, new bids at 28 ETH. How's everybody doing? Toshi, good to see you.
Hey, guys.
Hi, Toshi.
Are you at the WoW Gala?
I am in traffic on the way to the WoW Gala, and I will confirm that I am wearing a fomonouns necklace, a GM necklace. So I'm really excited, and was totally rocking one of the shirts that you sent me earlier as well too. So I just wanted to say hey and thank you so much, and it's so awesome to see you in here.
Hey, so exciting.
Symbiotech. For those of you who don't know, he was on our Lunchbox show yesterday. He was on there actually all week, but yesterday he dropped some cool alpha for us about those that have used Uniswap in Genie. Symbiotech, you want to tell people what's up?
Yeah, Genie, if you used it prior to April, you can claim a $300 USDC. You just have to go and log in to their NFT market, which is the former Genie on Uniswap. And you might qualify. Go ahead.
Airdrop season.
It is.
I didn't mean to cut you off, Symbiotech.
That's all right. I went and logged in. I did not qualify. I didn't use Genie until just after, so I was like a week away from qualifying for that. So
you only had to use it
to
one
receive
time,
one of these.
Now I feel really bad.
No, there's a cutoff date.
Yeah.
So I think it's up until the end of April.
Josh, how are you doing? We're at 29.75.
I'm doing great, Sam. How are you?
I'm all right.
That's my bid. I'm trying to get the second orang as well as the first.
Oh,
no.
look who showed up.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Ooh.
boy. He's in the house.
Hello, sir.
Timing worked out well, but we will see. We will see. There's multiple bidders, and it's, I'm biased, but it's a pretty awesome noun.
Yeah, one of them's on the stage. He's the host. His name's Al from Little Nouns.
Yeah, can you stop bidding so I
hey.
can test some? No, I'm just kidding. Fire away.
That'd be dope. Yeah, that'd be cool though if you got both of them. Actually, now that that's awesome.
Yeah, that would be really great.
You know, a surefire way to win this. The surefire way to win this and turn the market around is to just put a bid in for 169.4. We'll be back, baby.
We'll put you on a throne.
Hey.
Literally, I will carve one for you.
I am very happy for someone else to have the second one. I just want to make sure it goes for at least 30.
Oh, well, then he should have just bid at 30.
You should just keep bidding and take it. I think it's better for you.
Bid against yourself. Show us what a real trooper you are.
Show us how nounish you are.
Show us the shit that Nate does.
Welcome to the Noun Square, where you come on air and we bully you and peer pressure you into bidding higher.
Well, we'll do it live. That's how we like to do it.
We're also professional FOMOers, so if you want a whole jungle's worth of orangutans to create a decentralized science DAO, we'd be happy to do that on your behalf.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're ugly. You're disgusting. I'm going to kill you. Give me $200.
I don't believe that. I don't believe much of anything Dr. Phil says.
New bid is in for 31.
31. You did it. You got us up there.
Beautiful. My job is done.
Oh, you could keep it going. But
hey, Al,
we're kind of rooting for you now.
Yeah.
What's your top price, Al? Where are you at?
I don't know. It's up to the bot.
I
can't say what the bot will bid because you'll just bid slightly higher.
Well, we can just watch the bot now and we'll figure it out moving forward.
So
are we talking about the Lil Noun bot?
So we implemented auto bidder. It hasn't actually bid yet. It bids when there's less than 2 minutes left.
Oh.
Yeah, yep.
Nice.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
I'm a big Little Nouns fan, as you know, and so that would also be pleasing for this to be the 10th noun in the Little Noun treasury, right?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. It's not looking like we're gonna get a bid off, but we'll see. I just want validation that it's set up correctly. No, there's room.
I haven't seen Poap show up lately. That'd be great if he came in and started a war with you.
He bid like a day or two ago. I thought he bid 20.
I'm looking through.
Yeah, but one bid.
Let's see the last one that he got, because I know he did it with his other wallet. Let me go back in time. Noun 514 was the last one he got for 3302. Now he has bid since, but now because he started at 20. I was like, oh man, come on! If you really want to keep the floor up, just go in at 30. Come on, Patricio, I'll do it at 30. Hold the line. Boy, we got a lot of dead air. Hey, for those of you guys playing at home, when we get to the end of this bid, make sure that you have fomonouns.wtf up. And if you don't know what fomonouns is, it's a way that you can help us mint the next noun. Underneath the noun that's shown, there's a thumbs down and there's a thumbs up. If you like what you see, thumbs up that noun. If you don't like what you see, kill it. No, just hit thumbs down and that one won't be mint. If we get enough people in the audience voting and we hit consensus, then we might get that down if it's done within the first like 2 or 3 seconds. So be fast. I believe you can access it on your phone and keep listening.
Yeah, we should be definitely going for a basketball head today. We still have not got a basketball, so we should be going for that. No, we still have not. I know Victor wants one, and I know the guys from NounsDAO want one too.
And I know Lil Nouns just bid, so we have another 5 minutes.
Let's go. It worked.
Good job.
Nice, Al.
Well, if the folks from Little Sisters want to keep chit-chatting a bit too now, you're more than welcome to.
Only if you agree to play FOMO after. I promise you'll have fun.
You do have to play. You can't just...
Oh, we're definitely going to play FOMO.
Okay.
We're definitely going to play FOMO. I do love FOMO. I just haven't been on here because
and Nomo.
Building.
Nomo will happen right after FOMO. So as soon as that auction ends and I get the first bid in, usually, then we run to Nomo, Nouns, right? Nomonouns.wtf.
It's nomo.wtf.
Whoop.
Oh.
N-O-M-O.
Thank you, right?
Yep.
WTF. Thank you. I didn't have it typed in, so I usually type in right afterwards. I only one wallet
we're just gonna
connection
own
at a time so I can go fast.
We're just gonna own like every domain that ends with WTF eventually.
Most of them, yeah.
That's pretty accurate.
Especially the short ones, all the good ones.
Well, they're all probably in Ben Bodie's wallet at this point, so there's probably not many left. Yeah,
he knows.
Just go begging at his door. Please, sir, may I have a WTF, sir?
Here, I'm going to invite him. I see him in the audience here.
Come on up, Bodie.
No, it's a surfboard, right?
Give us some domains.
I think that's Alpine DAO. Right?
Yeah, but doesn't he have a surfboard? That's not a snowboard, is it?
Well,
I think it's a surfboard because of the back.
That's Ben Bodie.
Yeah.
You just click on it and find out. Yes.
I just heard domain names, WTF, my name, and thought I'd show up.
He's like, what the hell?
That was Ben Bodie's activation phrase.
I'm actually buried in POAP art at the moment. I was trying to focus on 2 things at once. I'm not very good at doing that. So I'm uploading all of the POAP art and trying to make it happen before we get today's POAP.
Oh, shit. There's like 15, 16. That's going to be crazy if you get it all done. That's insane.
Yeah, I'm probably like halfway through them all at the moment because you got to resize them and animate the ones for the Nounders nouns. But I can tell you there's some amazing artwork coming. It's awesome.
Sweet.
I'm pumped up. That's sick. Thanks, man.
No worries. How is everybody?
We'll stop asking you about domains.
Is that a surfboard in your PFP? We have to know what it is because Sam said it's a surfboard.
Because that's the Alpine axolotl, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Lil Pertberry drew it. It's me as an axolotl with a fish style golden snowboard.
Oh, it is a fish style snowboard. See, I thought it was a surfboard.
Yeah, the shape threw me off.
And I thought that would be a little problematic.
Yeah,
well, I mean, they're
very similar, right? Like snowboarding is basically surfing on the snow, and the friction melts the snow, so you're sliding over the water on the surface. So it basically.
Yeah, but I feel like if you would go fakie, you would like start scooping a lot of snow.
Oh yeah, it's pretty difficult to write those ones backwards for sure.
Yeah,
you can do it, but it's difficult.
I just remember going.
I like how you're giving the
downhill
scientific explanation and explaining how it really is surfing and how you're on the water and all of that, and then Sam's like, yeah, but if you go fakie.
It's still
like an Australian jet ski.
We have less than a minute left, folks.
I figured I'd join you, Ben, and make my little Aquatoli.
Nice.
I love them.
Yeah, they're so cool, hey?
I don't know. Does Perp have plans? Has she done a whole collection for those?
She usually drops like a new collection each month. So I believe this one is part of a collection of 12, maybe. And yeah, there's a bunch of really cool ones in there. But
wow.
She just keeps surprising us with new things all the time. I missed her latest mint the other day. I couldn't believe it.
She should do a collection on composables. Now that it's up, it's super easy to put on. The deployment cost is like $3.
Hey, Ben,
nice.
I missed it too. The unicorn. I bought 4 of them for like $5 on secondary.
All right,
Yeah.
we're up fomonouns. We got a laughing
We're
panda.
playing the feud.
Congratulations.
Oh, are we attempting to settle already?
Two
No.
and two, up 4 and 2.
It's a good panda.
It is a really nice panda. Wouldn't be
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, I mean, it is a nice. We got it.
Done.
The builder
That was the
next
fastest
builder
FOMO.
was
All right, go to
awesome.
nomo.wtf. We've got 1 minute.
Nomo.wtf.
I mean,
So
I guess we're blowing through that.
I got my vote in.
Nomo.wtf. Let's go. All right. What are we going?
So if you head over to
today?
nomo.wtf,
Nomo,
figure out which noun you want from the last 50 that were shown on fomonouns.
You remember all these that you saw on FOMO.
I'm going for the ghost of Freddy Krueger.
Where the heck is the laughing panda?
Oh man.
What am I
going? Well, we minted the panda, so that won't be there. We just like, this is why you got to put 30 up in case FOMO gets rugged or settles
I
straight
think
away.
I'm going for business DNA.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Top right top corner.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the DNA. All right, spam click the noun you like the most. You don't have to only pick once. Spam click it. You can click as many times as you want.
Keep clicking. In fact,
I'm
you
click
need
a
to
few
if you
because I
want to
can't
win.
decide yet.
God damn, my fingers are already sore.
You got to pretend you're
As the old adage goes,
someone who doesn't know
get
how
good.
a
I think I
crossbar
like
button
this
works.
chain. And
Come
the gradient tooth is pretty cool too. I'm gonna try saving
Quit
it.
looking at that. Just click on the DNA.
what if you right click? What happens if you right click? Does it count more?
Nobody knows.
Sure,
No.
yeah, do that too. If you right click, you can save as.
If you go to
perfect.
you can hit both.
Then I don't have to pay for it.
That's right. Then you don't even have to pay for it.
I don't have to pay for it and get it anyway.
What a world.
Damn it. I lost. I'm pissed.
Oh man.
Oh man,
I don't
now
think anyone likes the chain as
don't
much
let
as I
Disney
do.
win.
Now what am we doing?
Come on, now.
All right, everybody who just lost, we've got to get the business DNA. Come
Yeah,
on.
business DNA is pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I like that tie.
Because nouns is in their DNA.
Nounish DNA. Let's go. Oh yeah, we're gonna get it. We gotta get it.
Bob Iger.
This is a
We can
runaway.
stop and win.
Let's
I don't know.
go.
MetaMonk and Cinderboot might be in here just
Oh
hitting
man,
that
that
rat
was like
crazy.
700 some odd.
All right, we got it.
Yeah, they just got assaulted.
So then, if you want it when it's done resolving, then you go ahead and you click mint and then sign it. And yeah, right now it only costs you about $8.82.
That's it, Sam. Nice math.
That's it, man.
Grand total of about $12 after gas at the moment.
I got.
I don't know why I wanted to put the USD in there because I feel like that's going backwards in time now. Like I haven't had USD on any of the conversions of anything I do minting with ETH wallets for a long time, and now I look at the USD, I'm like, oh, that's weird.
But you know what? It's good for people that are coming into the system that don't understand what it might equate. So as an
it's been really useful for me when onboarding people, like showing them Nomo and being like, yeah, you can see how much it's worth right here.
Yeah,
I did a drop with the guys from Goody Mob and CeeLo Green last year, and a lot of people from Atlanta that had never been in the Web3 space, they were like, we have no clue. So for them, we switched everything over to USD, and it was a lot more of a smooth transition for them because they knew what they were spending. But for us in the know, it's like, hey, 0.0069, not a bad price.
Yeah, I like seeing the ETH price personally. Maybe I should put a little eyeball next to the dollar price. Like, do you want to know what you're spending in USD? as it gets inflated away, it might be huge.
Keep that away.
0.0069 ETH is 0.0069 ETH.
Exactly. Right. Exactly.
I never want to see what I'm spending in USDC because I don't spend ETH responsibly.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's pretty bad when you get one of those pamphlets that they give you, like the casino, and they're like, "When the fun is no longer fun."
If you don't spend ETH responsibly, you should come check out my new website because I take crypto.
Oh man.
Nice. Why would you tell me this knowing that I can't spend ETH responsibly?
I watch your wallet. I can vouch for that. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Well, we played a little FOMO. We played a little NOMO.
Yep.
Did we miss the POAP?
Oh no,
No.
we did not.
We could do a middle one. We don't have to do it at the end. We can surprise everyone.
Well, we have a Little Sisters POAP that's about to expire actually. So
oh man, let's go ahead and take care of that.
So let me go ahead and do the Little Sisters POAP. So
can I give you a magic POAP sound?
Yes, please. Well, wait until I'm going to give you the secret word.
Oh shoot!
So I
okay,
gotta say the thing that Professor Werder that Kelly always says. We have a POAP every week on the Little Sister Space, and so if you want to get the POAP, you open up the POAP app, and if you don't have it or something, you go download it. It's POAP XYZ, and you go in, and you're going to hit the little button that says Mint with a plus sign. And then you're going to hit the little button that says secret word. And when you get there, you are going to hit the word that she told me earlier in the Discord that I am now looking up. And here it is. The secret word is Lil Sis Takeover with no spaces. So it's LILSIS Takeover. TAKEOVER Mint. Secret not found. I'm not sure what's happening.
I wonder if we. Now you said Lil Sis Takeover.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not working for me either. She said it's given up between 7 and 7:45 p.m. So we should be in the window.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no! And we can't ask because she's at the WoW Gala right now. So
right.
There's nothing to do about it. But you know what? If you DM, we always do take care of you. If you want the POAP, we will get you the POAP.
Yeah, we'll just take screenshots. We'll get that.
Yeah, we'll take a screenshot. I'm seeing if I do it with spaces or something it works, but I doubt that's going to happen. Okay, we don't have a Little Sisters POAP working right now. Sorry. I did a whole thing.
No, I'm just kidding.
the bit was good, though.
One more time. Did you like my bit?
I did like your bit.
Just workshopping.
Just workshopping out here.
Well, we could always put Ryan on the spot for the 9 o'clock POAP.
Another one. Oh no, we do it at the end. I don't let people leave.
Wouldn't it be cool if we did one in the
Ryan
middle?
hostage taker Mac. How?
Ryan's been well versed in the carrot and the stick concept.
Yes, sir. Dangle it out. No one goes anywhere till I'm ready.
A Pavlovian dino.
This is 9 o'clock's version of misery. No, I'm just kidding. That would be a Stephen King book. They made a movie.
They did make a movie. It had some really creepy stuff in it.
That's right.
Talk about Gen X. Talking about misery. You're like, it's a Stephen King book, in case you didn't know. In case you're not old like us.
That's right.
A book is actually something you would pick up and read.
Yes.
It's made of paper, usually.
Is it like
but now
a Kindle?
You can download it.
Was that like the internet, but analog?
Screen.
It was not like the internet. Well, it's kind of like the internet.
You're talking about the
Stephen King.
Britannica?
We're talking about Stephen King. We're talking about Stephen King, so that's kind of like Tumblr or something.
I had to give reference by using a phone book as a riser for someone who has short in stature, and then I realized that most people don't know what a phone book is.
Oh, I thought you were going to say riser, and I was like, but he made that comeback in Stranger Things.
Sam, can I change directions about our Basel real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
anything else?
Yeah. So right now our Basel's going on. For
What's
our
that?
TikTok. What is our Basel? It's a
No,
celebration.
I'm just interrupting.
Oh, okay. It's a celebration of art from all around the world. So we have.
Wasn't that Chili's?
No,
oh no,
it's
that's
for
a
proof of
celebration.
attendance protocol. Oh, sorry.
It's at the Miami Convention Center. If you actually need the details.
Oh yeah.
So we have 10 stickers up in the city of Miami. If you scan them on your TikTok, you get $100 each. So if you find any of the 9 o'clock stickers, there's 10 of them close to Art Basel. So if you scan them and record it with your TikTok, you win $100. So we
is
are
that
doing
first,
that also.
or is that like as many people that do it?
No, the first 10. The first 10. There's
Okay,
10
first
different,
10.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's 10 different stickers in like the general area. So if you find one, you just record it, send it in, and then you'll be the first one to win.
That's
awesome. I saw
awesome.
Nikki's TikTok. That's super cool.
Yeah.
I wish I was in Miami.
Yeah, for $100.
Me too.
They're in the most dangerous parts of town.
Yeah, they put them in Overtown.
So when you walk around, you got to say, "Hey, Candyman."
What if she actually Overtown's the worst city in Miami? What if she actually put them all in Overtown?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Also tonight, there's the Dopamine Nouns merch drop. It's at 174th and Northwest 26th Street. It's from 3 to 10:30. So if anyone's in Miami, it's the Dopamine Nouns merch drop. So that's also going on right now. If anybody
Their
else
streetwear looks
is
pretty
in
cool.
Miami,
Yeah,
it does. It looks fly. So I think he is there. What's up, Madhappy? I think you are there.
I was there. I got a T-shirt today.
What?
How is it actually good? Like, what's the material? Tell us about it.
I'm wearing it right now. It's pretty
Cotton.
good. I don't think I could pull off any of the other stuff, so I had to go with the T-shirt. But it was cool. I met on Toshi there too.
I was going to tell the Madhappy guys that today as well. That like, is there any way that they can make me something a little larger than the rest of the set? I'm tired of only being able to buy hats. For those of you who don't know, this is one of those thick pencils that you'd get in elementary school.
They don't fit in the sharpener.
Like a lyra.
That's right.
Jesus, Madhappy.
Sam, you got to come over. Come hit me up in my DMs. I can fix you up to 6XL. No kidding.
You got to go up one more size.
That's perfect.
Get out of here.
Otherwise, I look like a sausage.
So 6 is no good.
I was telling everyone today that I have a head the size of a manhole cover.
I'm guessing you didn't play football as a young child.
No.
Is that why you chose the pencil?
Yes, it's an aspirational noun.
Well, you've been swimming, so you're working on it.
That's the thing. Yeah, I mean, I do swim, but you know.
Are you actually swimming?
So the rest of my cetaceous brothers.
Yeah, he swims every day in his garage.
I have a question. How do we see the dopamine stuff? Where can we possibly see it?
Is there a place
in Miami?
Only in Miami.
Go to Miami.
Okay, easy.
Let me see if I can.
Sorry.
Let me see if I can find a tweet to pin.
You guys are awful. Seriously.
Thank you.
I want to see this. I mean, I want. Aren't there some JPEGs I can right click or something?
Oh,
there is.
I'm looking for.
I thought Oni had them. I'm looking for them right now, but.
Hang on, I'm putting one at the top. And it's got a nice little spin around, going through some of the design colors. The handbag kind of looks like a little stereo.
Yeah, they have like those sweatpants shorts.
Yep.
I need to get a pair of them. They're my favorite. They look awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. They're in the video. They're so tight. Yeah, I need to get them.
I love the fonts, the logos. They're great.
Why is
the
Joshua
hoodie's nice too.
Joshua Fisher's been so quiet today. What's going on with him?
I'm just trying to get some clothing. I wish I was down there. I want to be like trying to get. We're reaching the point where there's like just too many cool things for any one person to keep up with.
You talking about like in the 90s when the comic companies were like, here's 18 different versions of a cover for one book. You're like, but I want them all. And they're like, you're going to have to choose.
Buy them all.
Yeah, there's a comic book on Mark Silvestri, The Darkness, that had like 1 million variant covers, and I was trying to collect them.
Yeah.
Well, after this, the next one's ETH Denver in February, I believe. That's the next one. The next meetup, I believe.
Next meetup is New Year's Eve, Rose Bowl, baby.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I meant the actual, like, I meant a conference. I'm sorry, not the party. You're right. The Rose Bowl is on New Year's Eve.
It's going to be pretty awesome. I can't
That's
wait
going to be so cool.
Are you going to that, Josh, or no?
I want to. I would love to be in Los Angeles for as much of the winter as humanly possible. So I'm going to try.
Yeah, I looked at the Rose Bowl tickets. They are astronomical. So I will not be attending.
Forgot
what's
how
the
much
damage
going on down there. There's probably going to be no hotels or anything either, right?
No, you'll be okay. I think more people come in that day for the game than anything. So they'll be there for like 48 hours if you were going.
What was that Al that asked? What was the tickets?
Yeah. Well, I'm curious.
How many tiny dinos can you get with the price of a Rose Bowl ticket?
3.
Right, are you talking on mute?
Depends.
Shit, I was.
Depends upon the rarity, I suppose.
He said 3.
Sorry. No, tickets were like if you're actually looking for like a decent seat in the bottom, they were a couple grand. So it's kind of standard. It's kind of standard for one of those college bowl games. There's 3 of them, right? The Rose Bowl, Sugar Bowl, and Fiesta Bowl. So the 3 of them are really expensive.
That's tough. That'd be so fun, though.
Yeah, I mean, I know the ones in Miami every year. They have the Fiesta Bowl. So
yeah, you're talking about Miami, Florida, not Miami, Ohio. The guys that just beat Ball State University like 2 weeks ago. Kept them out of one of the bowls.
I would never talk about Miami, Ohio, because I don't even think they have a football team still. I think
they
like
do. They just beat Ball State the other week. I was like, son of a gun. At first I saw Miami and I was like, oh yeah, it makes sense. And I was like, Miami, Ohio.
Oh yeah, they're in a conference called the MAC. So
yeah,
Middle Atlantic Conference. So yeah, they play on ESPN every Wednesday. If you can't tell,
that's your last name.
Yeah, it is, and I'm a football junkie.
He's head of the conference.
Did they name the conference after you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's.
You know how they have like if your last name's like Silverman or something, you were like a silversmith. Your last name is Mac. Were you the founder of a college conference?
I wish.
It was a delightful sandwich served by clowns.
No, the best sports I can do is my grandpa played for the Yankees. That's the best I can do for you.
That's pretty cool, dude.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, he actually had to quit to become a state cop because they didn't pay you in the 1920s to play baseball like they do now.
Damn.
I kid you not, I have like a very similar family story. My like great grandfather played baseball, but it didn't pay well, so he also became a cop.
Yeah, when my grandfather passed, he gave me the World Series ring from 1923, so I still have that. Like his glove, his jersey, and his hat. So I like have all the collectibles. But his sister threw out like all the autographs from like Babe Ruth and the team that he was on.
Oh no!
Yeah, she threw out about 5 to 10 million in collectibles.
That's good. What she did is she increased the value of everyone else's, so that was good.
Yeah.
Limit the supply.
It's like burn and eat.
Yeah, she literally threw it out in his old house in upstate PA. So I was devastated when she did that. Obviously,
he's a big fan of deflationary
assets. How did that? We don't have to get into this, but sorry.
I think we do. I think we do, John.
It's fine.
Well, here's the thing. No one can ever throw out your NFTs. I mean, I guess they could burn them, but it would be pretty. You couldn't accidentally throw out your NFT. So maybe this is like a good thing.
Josh, his sister didn't know what it was. That's the worst part. She didn't do it on purpose. She just thought it was junk. That's why she did it.
It's a weird looking
Oh, it's
oven, man.
his sister. I thought you said your sister
Devastating.
threw it away, and I was like, damn.
Oh, no. My grandfather, she threw it away. She thought it was junk.
That makes
That's
sense.
why.
Well, it kind of was.
It's like that guy. It's like that guy in Britain who wants to like dig up the landfill for his Bitcoin hard drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
So you
sense.
say you can't throw away NFTs? Well,
True.
didn't. What is the story about? I didn't see the one about Britain. What is that?
How much was he offering the town? It was like what, like 25% of like the total value?
it was like tens of millions because he's got this. Yeah, he has like some insane tens and tens of millions or hundreds of millions of dollars in Bitcoin on this old hard drive that he threw away by accident.
Yep, pretty sweet.
He's got Satoshi's Genesis block just sitting on a hard drive somewhere.
That's right. It even has Altered Beast on it. Sorry, that was a Sega
what a
Genesis
game!
joke.
If you got an original Sega Genesis, you might have that game.
I actually do have an original Sega Genesis right now. I'm looking at it.
Level up.
Did it come with Altered Beast?
It came with every Sega game possible on it. Yes, I jailbroke it.
True.
Rise from your grave.
We've been having some pretty cool game stuff show up. We have Carambonia with the sprite sheet, and
that's pretty cool.
Hey Jeff came through today with a cool
his
video
Tamagotchi.
game.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet.
Feed your little nouns. I love that's fun to be able to do stuff with your nouns. Oh, hey, Jeff had been talking to us on composables. Speaking of which, for any of you pixel art type people out there, composables, I pinned a tweet at the top. Their creative collection on composables contest runs from today till December 14th. And then they're having NarsDAO, SharkDAO, NounsDAO, Little NounsDAO, YOLO Nouns. Someone else is also voting on the collections. But your collection, if you have some friends and stuff, you want to do some pixel art, real easy to upload, start your own collection, costs about $3 to deploy. It's real easy to go to composables.wtf and just upload stuff. And then you can sell your collection on there as well.
Oh, Sam, you know what we forgot to do? We forgot to do the retweet picker to give away 0.69 ETH. So we should probably tell people to retweet the room as soon as possible, and we'll give them a couple minutes to do that.
Yeah, and I'll start to get I'll look for the retweet picker link.
Yeah, so basically you just have to retweet the space, the Noun Square space, and you can win 0.069 ETH. So Sam will probably cheat and give it to someone that he likes, but hopefully he'll show proof.
No, I always share the image. Let's see, I have to find the.
And the winner is Ellis S.
Damn, Ellis!
Ellis OX Ellis. Congratulations.
Yeah, OX Ellis. Let's see.
You just want to buy you just want to buy like 100 Nomos.
Only 6 people have retweeted. Only 6 people have retweeted. If you're in the room, just go to the bottom corner. You see that little purple? I don't know what color it is, but on my phone it's purple. It's the little like word balloon. Hit that little word balloon and then go to the little retweet. Looks like a square recycle symbol. Hit that. Let people know that you're in the space while we go and do the POAP. After the POAP, we'll go
36.
ahead and
36 retweets.
Oh.
Which one are we retweeting? Oh, I'm looking at the TNS Combo Space Little Sisters plus SoapBox NOC Live with Madhappy. That's the same one that you're looking at, right? Oh, okay.
Yep. I'm seeing 38 now, so people are retweeting.
I see 40 now.
Weird. I see that
totally
there,
looked at
but
the wrong thing too.
on the why does it look different on the computer?
Yeah, I'm trying.
I want to make sure that it's the same one.
Here, I'll send the link in Discord from the computer.
There's 2 different ones. There's the one that has live, and then there's the one that's the pin tweet. So let me make sure that I'm using the right tweet, which is the one with 40. By the way, there's 48 people in the space, so the rest of you can go ahead and do that while I get it fixed.
Beautiful.
I'm glad that I said that out loud because
sure
I
you're
would have
looking at a
gone.
book?
I would have gone to the other one. It's the pinned tweet.
I totally did the same thing. I was like, how is there only like 3 retweets, 5 retweets?
I know. I'm like, there's so many people here. I mean, it's not 38,000, but we can change that.
Would you like me to get out the Poe app since we're...
Oh, that would be awesome.
Only if you're
Sam.
feeling it.
Yeah, I think people have been here long enough. So you can go over to poapp.xyz or your phone's marketplace and download the PoApp app. When you open the PoApp app, you hit the mint button in the bottom right corner. Then you hit the secret word tab. And then, Sam, do you have the sound effects?
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Here we go. Sorry, I was doing the retweet picker.
The secret word today is dedicated to Al, and it is Miami.
Dedicated to Al.
Yep, it is
Nope,
Miami. Shut up, Sam. It is
Okay.
Miami feet 007.
No way.
So
that's funny.
Right, for context.
Get well soon.
Miami, what? 007?
It's Miami, MIAMIFEET 007. Miami feet 007.
I have to say that I was like, I think that's what he said. So I put it in and I was like, did not expect it to work, and it worked.
Oh, that's what he said, all right.
That's how we do it around here. We keep people on their toes.
What's up, John? See your hand up.
You keep people on their Miami feet toes.
I keep them on their toes, right? That, no pun intended.
I had a question. We have a great group of Nounish community members and Nouners and everything here. I'm looking for like a brief on nouns that we can use in a press release, like a brief like explanation that like makes sense. You know how like at a press release they'll like at the bottom put like information about the companies. Does anyone know where
they always use 3 hashtags at the bottom?
Right, but does anyone have any good examples of seeing that around anywhere?
If
anyone knows in the audience, please like DM me or tag me.
You're talking about a nouns press release, right?
Yeah, nouns is an experimental thing on the has done this, but like with like
sounds like a proposal.
Yeah, it would be nice. I'm just
Yeah, there was the press corps was doing that, but I think they dissolved, right? So
yeah, I don't know if they probably put something together. I'm just wondering if anyone's seen it.
Sounds like a job for Rocco.
True. Maybe the Nouns Atlas can help me out.
The Nouns press release that's AI generated, that'd be fantastic.
Wouldn't like
I'm glad everybody
Maddie know, or like CDT or Joel Cares, they would know.
Joel Cares doesn't. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm glad everyone yelled at Josh and gave him no help whatsoever.
We gave him help. We said
that's what we do.
Yeah, what help did you guys give him? You made him.
We said go to Google, put in press release template.
3 hashtags.
There's a great blog.
Hashtag Miami. Hashtag feet.
Miami feet.
One noun every day, forever.
And the 007 because you got to be sneaky too.
That's right.
Always keep them on their toes.
So, should we give away some ETH?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's give away some ETH. So, went ahead and posted this up so that people can see an admin, but let's get a drum roll.
Yeah, keep going.
And the winner is Modrovsky. You just won 0.069 ETH. Don't spend it all in one place while you're there in Miami.
We bought your shirt.
It'll pay off the $100 shirt.
We
How
bought
much
Congrats,
is the shirt?
Wodrowski.
We bought half.
Almost.
Yeah.
How many more of those do you need to win before it pays for your noun?
Holy shit.
Oh man, not enough days.
Just 50 more. I don't know. 50? 500? I don't know. Anyways.
Shots fired.
You just take that winning, you put it in that thing that OX Hindsight, I think, was talking about, where you can like loan. I'm just kidding. You shouldn't do any of this.
It's time for NARS Jam.
Yep. Quick time check here, folks.
8
o'clock. Hey Ben, are you gonna be starting that one?
Yeah. I'm just gonna jump onto the main account right after this.
That's right. We're wrapping up. Super appreciate you guys coming out to visit the Little Sister Soapbox. And then down a click for Madhappy. They didn't show up, but they might next time. But it's good that you guys did. We're glad you spent it with us. There's not going to be any play out music, but if you want to stick around when we hop off, hop back on, hang out with our fantastical, fun group, NounsDAO, to have a jam session with Ben Bodie. Is Scotty going to be there?
Yeah, I think he might show up today. We've both been hella busy with following up after the NFT Fest stuff, but hopefully. But if not, Davin and Satori have got a whole show lined up for us, so we're good to go.
Awesome.
Nice. I wish I could stay,
Thanks,
put my kid to bed, but thank you for coming to the Little Sister Space, everyone who's here and who came and listened. We appreciate you guys every week coming by.
And if you didn't get their POAP, harass them maliciously. No, don't be malicious.
Yeah, apparently it didn't get uploaded, so
write a discourse post about it and go, I don't know about these little sisters. They entice you with a POAP and then they don't give them to you. It's all a scam. I don't know.
Sham.
The whole thing.
Let's do it in the jungle again.
Yeah, we'll put it in the jungle too.
Run it back.
Hey. We're all on the same team here. Look, you give away ETH, we give away ETH. We're all on the same team.
Exactly. But how can we trust that it's the same ETH? I'm just kidding. Oh my goodness. All right. See you guys later, everybody. Thanks for coming out. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.